Welcome back all of you to our online platform, that is our school's YouTube channel. So again we are ready with today's video. This video is for class 9th and the subject is maths, and we are supposed to start the new chapter, that is chapter number 6, and the name of the chapter is line and angles. So before starting the chapter, before starting the exercise, we should discuss some terms which will be important, which will be useful to solve the questions. So as the name is there, lines and angles. What is line? Line is a collection of points, and second thing is line is a collection of collinear points, and the third thing is line does not have any starting point and any end point. So line can be represented as like this, A B. So AB, if the sign is written like that, so this is a line. Then if it is written A B like this, no arrowhead is there. Arrowhead means no starting points, no end point. If no arrowhead is there, this is line, this will be line segment. Line segment is a part of a line, and if it is written like this, A B arrowhead on one side, means it is a ray. So that is the difference between line segment and ray. So after that, that is the lines. Now the second term is there, angle. What is angle? When two rays are having the same starting point, because rays are having the starting points but no end point. If two rays are having a common starting point, suppose this is the A point, and from here one ray is going in this side and one ray is going in this side. If two rays are having a common starting point, then angle is formed. So this is known as the angle. Afterwards, we are supposed to segregate the angles also. So you have already studied in your lower classes that the acute angle, the angle whose measurement is more than 0 and less than 90, are called as acute angle. Then right angle are the angles having the measurement exactly 90 degree. Then obtuse angle means the angles whose measurement is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree are obtuse angle. Straight angle, when the measurement of the angle is exactly 180 degree, then it is known as the straight angle. Afterwards, the reflex angle, the measurement, if the measurement of the angle is more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree, then it is known as the reflex angle. Afterwards, one more angle is there, that is the complete angle. If the measurement of the angle is exactly 360 degree, then we can say the angle is complete angle. Afterwards, adjacent angles. Adjacent angles means if any two angles are there, one angle is this and one angle is this. If two angles are having one common arm, means if the angle is there, means these two rays are the arms. This is arm and this is arm. Two arms are there in an angle. Then if two angles are there such that they are having one common arm, means this ray is common in both the angles, then the angles are known as adjacent angles. Complementary angles and supplementary angles. If the sum of two angles is 90 degree, then the angles are known as complementary angles. If the sum of two angles is 180 degree, then the angles are known as supplementary angles. At the same time, we are having the linear pair angles. Linear pair angles means if a straight angle is there, means a straight line is there, that is the straight angle, and the straight angle is of exactly 180 degree. If it is divided into two parts, means one angle is there and one angle is there. So if a straight angle is divided into two parts, then these two angles are known as linear pair angles. Linear pair angles. At the same time, we can say if this is angle 1, this is angle 2, means angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 180 degree, because the sum of the linear pair angles is always 180 degree, because originally it is the straight angle. Afterwards, parallel lines or non-parallel lines, means parallel lines or intersecting lines. If two lines are there like this, two lines are there, when produced on either of the sides never intersect each other, then the lines are known as the parallel lines, like the railway tracks. So if never intersecting on either of the sides, then we can say these are the parallel lines. If the lines are like that, these are not parallel, because what I told you, if extended on the either side, if we extend on this side, they will never intersect, but if we extend this side, they will intersect at any point. So these are the intersecting lines and these are the parallel lines. If the lines are parallel, then many informations are there regarding the parallel line. So here two parallel lines have been taken. These are the parallel lines A and B, and this is the transversal T. Transversal means the line which is intersecting the pair of parallel lines. So here some of the angles will be there, this angle, this angle, this angle and these angle. These are the interior angles, means angle formed by the transversal within the parallel lines. So parallel lines के अंदर angles हैं, those are known as the interior angles, and the angles outside the parallel lines are known as the exterior angles, means these are the exterior angle outside the parallel lines. So within these angles some names are there which we are supposed to be careful during this chapter. Interior angles on the opposite side of the transversal, means this and this, or this and this. These two are alternate angles, means I can do like this and this, alternate angles. This and this are alternate angles, and alternate angles are equal. These are alternate interior angles. At the same time, if transversal is there, then this will be equals to this, or this will be equals to this, or this angle will be equals to this angle, and this angle will be equals to this angle. These angles are, means these are on the same side. These were on the opposite side of the transversal, these are on the same side. These are known as corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Alternate angles are equal, corresponding angles are also equal. At the same time, we will discuss one more thing. If the transversal is there, means this angle plus this angle, interior angles on the same side, their sum will be 180, and these are known as consecutive angles. Consecutive angles. At the same time, this side also the sum will be 180 degree, and these are also consecutive angles. So during this chapter you are supposed to keep in mind the types of the angles: the acute, obtuse, right angle, straight angle, reflex angle, complete angle, adjacent angles, opposite angles, like this. And you are supposed to keep in mind the name of these angles also when parallel lines are being intersected by a transversal. Alternate angle, corresponding angle, consecutive angles, and linear pair angles also we have discussed previously. So all these terms we are supposed to keep in mind. Afterwards only we can proceed this chapter. So I hope that you have understood. You are supposed to copy all these things into your rough notebook. In the next video, means tomorrow, we are supposed to start the exercise 6.1. Thank you very much.